Flosstube. I'm Amy. I love toads, and this is a channel about cross stitch. I don't know if I'm going to show you everything today because I have a lot and I'm already tired from getting all this together. So I do want to go over some things really quick. So there is the Great Pumpkin Sow, and you need to go over to Cynthia Brew, or is it Brewer, in Stitching in the Light, and I will link her below, and watch her video on the Great Pumpkin Sow. We are going to stitch pumpkins in October, and we're going to raise some money for a really, really good cause. WIPCO happened, and the two numbers that got called for WIPCO, the first one I finished already. I think it was Shores of Hawthorne Hollow. The second WIPCO that got called, I'm thinking of UFOing it. It's my Eloise, and I'll put a picture right here of her, what she should look like, and where I'm at. And I don't know. I'll just put her away for a while. I'm not feeling her. So it's Sampler September and Sampler Soiree September. So the Soiree one, I think, are the real reproduction samplers, and just Sampler September are what all samplers. And I will show you what I've been working on and what I will be working on for Sampler September. And I think today is September the 6th, 2020. Also, I am doing Tour de France. I'm not cycling, I'm stitching. So Full Coverage Fanatics is having a challenge, a stitching challenge for Tour de France. So you stitch the amount of miles. So let me see. 3,481 kilometers they are cycling, and we will stitch that many if we choose to. And I have. And I think I've already stitched. So I started on August the 29th. And I think I've already stitched over 700 maybe stitches. So, okay. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some FOs first. Some just finished things. I stitched this little sucker. It's Michelle Bendy, her Patreon. She had this little ornament and she wanted us all to stitch it. Just pick our own colors and put them, let me see if I can get something behind it. And then send them to her. Is that better? I don't know. Maybe. So I used Garden Gate, you know, that's my favorite. And then I used King Mackerel by Week Style Works. So I sent her a picture of that. And Rose and Wade, her daughter and husband, are going to choose which one is going to be the cover model. This is Legacy, y'all. Picture this plus. Yep, 36 count Legacy. So I finished that little sucker. Then I finished my Violet Block of the Month. Hold on. I have a pink thing behind it. So there is the Violet. That was the Cardinals for January, and this is the Violets for February. This is a free pattern, and I will try to link it below. I think March is Daffodils. And I'm doing this just on a white. I need to put something white behind there instead of that color. This is a white 28 count. I think I just got it from Hobby Lobby, and I'm doing it 1/1. and Jemima, who is the rocking stitcher, she and I are kind of stitching it together, kind of. I haven't even printed off March yet. I don't know if she's even started March, but we're both stitching on it. So another finish is out of this book. I love this book. My husband bought it for me for Christmas one year. Really cool bugs and spiders and butterflies. And it does go for outrageous prices, but when he purchased it, it was normal book price. So I stitched this little sucker for Donna Ray's Bees Please Sal. I think it's called Donna Ray. What's it called? Okay, so there's my little finish from the Bee Sal. And I love how it turned out. See, it's so beautiful. All the patterns in there are beautiful. This is, I think it's a 40 count, and it's just a mystery fabric. I don't know what it is. And I'll put it in my little stitching journal. But I love how that turned out. It's beautiful. So those are finishes. I do have an FFO to show you guys, but I might hold out a little bit. Suspense? No, let me just show you. I went ahead and purchased a frame and framed my Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. I love this. This is my favorite Blackbird Designs. I'm not a Blackbird Designs kind of girl. I mean, I like a lot of their patterns, but a lot of them I don't like. So I do love this one. And I had to change the blackbirds to vultures. I think they were crows or ravens or something. And I changed them to vultures. Y'all have seen this, right? So I just purchased this frame on Amazon, and I pinned it and just stuck it in the back. And I love it. I love it. I just wanted it hanging on the wall instead of in the closet. Yeah, and it's okay. At least it's not in the closet anymore, right? So we're going to... Okay. Ta-da! So yeah, I have an FFO. Okay. Are you ready for some whips? Worked on my son's piece. I don't know what it's called. I got this from mybobbin.com. Moraine Lake, maybe? It was a kit, and I'm using all the kit stuff. So the kit thread, the kit fabric, and let me get the dog hair off of it. And that is where I'm at. And I didn't iron anything. I can't. I'm too tired anyway, so yeah. So that's where I'm at. If I have it before, I will stick it here. Can't get my sides straight yet. So I believe this is a 16 count Aida. It's really cool. So here is my the Haid, the full coverage that I'm working on for the Tour de France challenge in Full Coverage Fanatics. I'm working on this. This is charted by Haid, Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is from Stephanie Law, and it's called 8 of Pentacles. And this is where I'm at. So, yeah. It's so pretty. Oh, the colors and art. Look how beautiful it's turning out. Like, see. And do I have it upside down? Wait, no, okay. Yep, this is 25 count. I think it's called Easy Count or Easy Grid. I think it's Easy Count. And I'm doing it 1/1 full cross. And I'll do the before. So I did a lot on this. And I'm trying to do, every other day I pull it out to do just a little bit because of the challenge. Sampler September started, and I started with this sampler. The Red R Sampler by Liz Matthews. Hello from Liz Matthews. And I'm stitching this on Bramble from Picture This Plus. Let me, hold on. I'm gonna get this board out right here. Bramble by Picture This Plus, and it's 40 count. And that is where I'm at. So maybe I can do the dividing of the screen and show you where I was. So all of my four-sided, this is four-sided stitch. They're all done, and that was pretty fun to do. And now I'm working on, what's it called? Algerian eyelets? Something like that. And those are pretty fun to do too. So this has been really fun. But I've worked on it the first, the second, I probably skipped the third to work on my Haid. So I probably worked on it 4 days. So now it's going away so I can work on another sampler. So I just want to divide up all my time this month to work on all the samplers. Oh, I got my hair cut. 3 inches, chopped it off. Thank God. My hair is very heavy and it drives me bonkers. It's still a little bit too long, but it'll be fine. Okay. Mondays I work on my Berry Bowl sampler. Becky Socks for Mom and I are stitching this together, and we're going to trade. We're going to swap. And this is where I'm at. So I think I have only put the greenery in this bowl since you saw it last. But all 4 of those berry bowls are done now. And this is 36 count R&R Stars Hollow, I believe. Yep, Stars Hollow. I worked 1 day on the Pilgrim on the 29th of August? Yeah, August. For Long Dog Leap Day Sow. So this is what it'll look like. And I am stitching this on an R&R fabric, 36 count. Oh, what's it called? Chamomile tea. Chamomile tea. So let's see, it's gotten a little bit big. Yes. And I will put like right here what it did look like. Well, it hadn't changed much, but I'll bring it in closer. So yeah, this is so fun to work on. I don't work on it enough. Maybe I need to pick another day to work on it. Okay, so I think like all from here up is new. And all this, I did all like that gridding stuff, all that gridding in there, and like all that is new. So, yeah. I am using a DMC 3363. Yep, so cool. I love it. Okay, I worked a little bit on my Mary Mary. This is by Lindy Stitches. I'm doing this on 32 count bramble. This is where I first learned about bramble because this is the called for. I'm doing the daytime version. There is a daytime and a nighttime version, and this is where I'm at. And I think I have a before of this. I think I saved it. So I know I worked on the scissors. Oh, there, the scissors. And what's down here? Oh, we have a frog. I don't know if I have the frog last time. And he may have a little back stitching I need to do that I have not done yet. I made my butterfly look more like a monarch. I forget what. I think he was supposed to be like a darker orange or a darker red. So. Yep. And I did purchase, that's one of my haul, the new pattern from Lindy Stitches, Dracula. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so this one is my Frances Graspy. I work on her every Tuesday. So, and she will get a week here. Well, no, she'll get like 5 days, 4 or 5 days in September for Sampler September. And then I'll stitch on her at night when I'm Zooming with my girls. And here is where she is at. So let me think. This is Parchment by Weeks Dye Works. I'm sorry, I just cannot get the light in this room correct. Yeah, 30, 36, 35. 37, I don't know. We'll say 36. Parchment from Weeks Dye Works. 1/2. And I believe, okay, so I put her last name in. I think I had her first name in before. I put her last name in, and that's 1/1. And then I believe I worked on the grass and that deer, which I changed the color of that deer, and this over here, the grass over here where the house is going to be. And oh, I'm sorry, y'all. The shading is horrible. I mean, the shadow is horrible. You know what? I think the needle minder is dragging it down. Let's take the needle minder off and see. Let me see what color the deer was. Okay, yeah. So this deer, it's like burgundy, maroon, and goodness gracious, I can't get it. I made him sort of gray. I still have not finished all the flower buds around. This is Huckleberry Farm from Janine, my friend Janine, the blue flower. And I actually think Janine's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Janine. And she has a Flosstube, the blue flower. And I am stitching this on driftwood. I believe it's color and cotton, and it's 36 count. And I believe when I finished, like I had the vine, but I finished all the berries, the chipmunk, and the leaves and the flowers. So I finished all that. And that is a wretched picture of it. Look at the chipmunk. So yeah, I am changing my house color. I don't know if you can see it very much. To a green. So that's where I'm at. I worked a bit on that one. I got a gift from Melissa Green. She and her friend have a Flosstube. Hold on, I gotta find all my stuff. K and J Stitches. And she posted that she finished this. And I said, oh gosh, can I borrow it? I have loved this pattern so much. It was only sold as a kit though. So you had to buy this wooden thing with the fabric, I guess, and the floss. I don't know. I priced it and it was a little pricey. So I just never pulled the trigger, and I kept seeing it and loving it, and I couldn't find it. I even went to the Primitive Hairs website and messaged her and asked her if she was selling them separate. She said no. I asked her, are you ever going to be selling the snail? And she said no, that she wasn't. So I asked Melissa if I could borrow it and stitch it up. So I will be stitching him and sending him back to Melissa. Thank you so much. She also sent me a wood frog. Where y'all have seen these, right? They actually sound like wood frogs. They actually sound like a real frog that's out in the wild. And she sent me some floss. So thank you so much, Melissa. I'm so excited to have that. Here, let me pull my bucket over here of my haul. Is this a hot mess video? Yes. Okay. I purchased, here's my Dracula. Is he upside down? Yes, he's upside down. This is called Dracula's Confession. This is my printer. This is not your eyeballs, so don't adjust your screen. I'm gonna have to contact Stephanie. Stephanie, I'm gonna need to get a printed copy because I can't. My printer is awful. I can't read it. But so I'm gonna be stitching this one, and we're gonna start in October. I do not have fabric picked out yet, although I did get my Fortnite fabric, and that might work, y'all. That might work. That's my Fortnite fabric. So I ordered the called for threads from Stephanie. She has a website. Is it lindystitches.com? I'll put it down there, Lindy Stitches. She has an Etsy store too, but I think only the PDF patterns are in her Etsy store now. So there's a dinky dye, which I think is the bat, and it's like an awesome black called Black Coral, and then the rest are Weeks Dye Works. And I love Weeks Dye Works, and that palette is like a beautiful fall palette, and I love it, and I can't wait. And yeah, this fabric might work for him. And she sent me a sticker to go on the back, and a little turtle, and a bat. I don't know if he's supposed to go this way, but okay, I got that. And then where's my book? So my LNS closed. They announced that they were closing about 2 weeks before they closed, or maybe 3 weeks. And you can make an appointment to go in. And I made an appointment and I went in, and it was very sad, and I cried on the way home. So House to Roll, they've been open I think 41 years, and I had been going there since my 20s. I'm 50, so I've been going there for like 30 years. And so I went to go spend some money and buy some models, stitched models, and that's my son coming in. You can come in.
Where's Dad?
He's out back.
Do you know if my car is working?
I believe it is.
Okay.
But ask him.
Okay. Love you.
Love you. I purchased some stitched models, and I got to say goodbye to Paula and Lydia. So Lydia is the mom and Paula is the daughter, and they've owned House Tyrol Needleworks for 41 years. So first, I wanted to go to see if I could get this. I have seen this on the wall ever since I went in, and I've always loved it, and I've thought about asking for the pattern, but just never did. And when I went, I said, is that one for sale? Because I really want it. And she said yes. And I was like, did Lydia stitch it? And she said yes. So I actually have a piece that Lydia stitched. And I love this little girl, y'all. So this has been hanging on their shop wall for as long as I can remember. And I love her. I just love her. And I'll probably put her right here. She told me the book it came out of, and oh, did I write it down? I wrote it down somewhere. The designer and the book it came out of. So, and then the same designer, I went ahead and picked this one up too because I thought it would go so cute in my laundry area. You know, I just stitched that little thing for my laundry area. The summer quilts. So I'm going to take the plastic off of this and get a frame, but I didn't want to take the plastic off yet because it's just being held on by plastic. So this is by the same designer. I don't know if it's in the same book. It's like a pamphlet of a bunch of patterns. So she's doing laundry and she will be so cute. And it's 5x5, so I just need to find a little 5x5 frame and take her out of this saran wrap plastic stuff and put her in. And she told me that the designer actually stitched this. So the shop model, they sent it to her. So that was cool. And then when I was leaving, Lydia ran out of the building to catch me, and she gave me this. So I think this is a shepherd's bush, maybe? And I don't know if she stitched it or not. She probably did. So I'm gonna hang this up too on my wall. Up here somewhere. And then I cried. Walking to my car, I cried. And I might cry now, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. I went mostly to kit stuff. So so I mostly got threads. I did get one pattern. So my, Sarah Elizabeth Brooke. My Sarah Elizabeth Brooke. Somebody had gifted me this. I might have her name written in there somewhere. But I will be starting this for Sampler September. So I went ahead, I think I was able to get 3 more of the Belle Soie. And I think I'm missing maybe 3 more of the Belle Soie, but one is a black. And I might just use DMC 310 for it. So I probably only need 2 more Belle Soies. But I will be starting this, not this week, but next week. So in a week, I get to start her. I'm so excited. So excited. And let's see what I'm stitching her on. Vintage light exemplar 40 count. And it's probably not going to, oh yeah, that looks awful. Yep, that looks all it's all washed out. All washed out. Yeah, the light looks awful. So it's pretty. It's pretty, and it's gonna be pretty, and it's gonna get started. And I'm so excited. I can finally start that. Let's see, we'll do that one in a minute. Okay, this one, I kitted this one up. This was and I can never say her last name, Hannah Tingy. Hannah Tingy. Also the Scarlet House. The last one was by the Scarlet House. The Scarlet House is my favorite, Tanya. And there's going to be a stitch along starting Thanksgiving. So I will be starting this Thanksgiving with crosshatch quilts. and somebody else. Christy. Oh, why can I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. So I'll be starting that, and I got it kitted up. So there's fabric in there, and I'm just gonna do the DMC. This is the Seraphim fabric that I got a couple weeks ago. I think it's chai. Let me look. Nope. It's the Dusty Road one. And my colors aren't showing up very well, but it's kind of good actually right there. Yep. Look at those colors. I love how they are not bright at all. I don't like bright colors, y'all. You know that. Okay. I kitted up this one, The Visitor, by the Blackberry Rabbit. I am excited to start this. This is not in my sampler September starts, but I want to start it soon because I love it so much. Elizabeth Can Stitch. I think that's her Flosstube channel. She is working on it. Oh my gosh. And every time she holds it up, I fight not to start it. Let's see what I'm stitching it on, or will be stitching it on. A 36 count angel hair from Weeks Dye Works. So got that ready to go. Okay, this is the pattern I bought, and Janine McGowan, the Blue Flower, I believe she enabled me to get this. I have seen her stitching this. She either is stitching this or she's stitched it, like she's already done. But I have seen this in her possession and it's been on my wish list, and House to Roll had it, so I grabbed it. I did not kit it up at all. No fabric, no thread, but it's in my possession now. It's the Scarlet House, of course. And long 1826. And maybe next year. Sampler September next year. Okay. Then I kitted up my Arc of White. This is by Tempting Tangles. Leah, Aviatrix Stitcher, and I are going to start this Halloween. So I'll be stitching it, I think, on this, which is a Seraphim fabric. And let me see what that's called. I'm not using all the called for linen. The called for floss. Nightcrawler. So perfect name, Nightcrawler. I'm not using all the called for. So this one, the green and the cream are called for. I changed the blue and the rust. This was a more, I think, orange, and this was a much darker blue, I believe, or a brighter blue. So I'm changing it a little. So that will be started on Halloween with Leah, my friend, Leah Noel. Okay, and then my last, that was all my haul from House to Roll. My last piece of haul, I got my Jelly of the Month Club, my club kit from Dying to Stitch. This is the Quaint Country Ladies, Pineberry Lane. I think this is our second one. I really need to start the first one because it is Halloweeny with a cat. Actually, this one's fall. I should probably start this one first because it has the little scissors and the fall leaves. Adorable. And all their kits come with everything, even the finishing stuff, even a needle. So I always love their kits. And I think that's it, y'all. I believe. Okay, so don't forget, the Great Pumpkin Sal is in October. Stitch pumpkins. Go to Cynthia, Stitching in the Light. Go to her Flosstube, and she will have all the information. There's going to be giveaways. I think Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, and maybe Crosshatch Quilts also, which I need to remember your name. Christy? I think they are involved with it too. There's going to be giveaways and things like that. Then next time I'll show you my whip coat. No, I'll put pictures in. And I'll show it maybe, I don't know. I'm UFOing that sucker. And that's it. Yes. Okay, guys. I'm sorry this is a wreck. That's why it takes me so long to film. Because, just, you know. Okay, I love you guys. Goodbye.
What are you doing in the road?
What are you doing in the road? So he just drove it to the gas station and put gas in it. Okay, let me see the inside again now. Oh, I can look through the window.
Side?
Did you close the window? You did close the window.
Side?
You can't see. No.
Correct seats. Correct
What?
interior. I don't have the correct kick panel, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting
It
for
looks great.
waiting for some material to finish up the back. But it's nice and clean and not all like rough inside. Heat works awesome, so this winter it'll be comfortable to drive and cold.
Where are you gonna go?